The I Ching, what it does is it takes basic Yang energy and basic Yin energy and it gradually mixes them in more and more rich and complex ways. These are mapped out in the I Ching as the Book of Changes, where they take the Yin and the Yang, they mix it together in different layers until you get 3 layers of Yin and Yang, which they call trigrams. Then they take those trigrams, they mix them again until you get 6 layers or interactions of Yin and Yang, and they call those hexagrams. What I'd like to show you is my basic understanding of Yin and Yang, or some of that understanding. It's a huge concept which we can spend our whole lives continuing to understand. Yang. Yang energy is, if you were to break it down into masculine and feminine, Yang would be masculine. It would be solid, full energy, which is more pushing. Yin energy is supple, yielding, giving space. It's the archetypal, more feminine energy. Yang and Yin. You might notice in this that my torso in the Yang is advancing as well, as is my body. And in this it's softening and it's going in. Working with several hundred dancers over the last 7 years and doing lots of investigations into this, one commonality that we found is that with Yang, we all feel much more Yang with our chest out. And we all feel much more Yin with a soft chest or sternum. Looking into this principle, I've discovered that a lot of people have found this. For example, in somatic therapy, Thomas Hanna writes about what he calls the green light and the red light response. And he's found that in his patients, and in observing their body postures and what types of ailments and conditions that are arising, basic 2 body postures. One is a protruded spine and one is a concave or collapsed spine. And he calls this the green light response, as if somebody always has a green light in front of them. So it's like go, 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 go. He calls this sort of the modern predicament. Leading to lower back tightness, leading to hypertension, leading to overtiredness, a host of things. And this he calls the red light response, as if at some point we got a sort of a metaphorical red light in our life and we stopped and we stayed there. This will lead to depression, powerlessness, victimization, did I already say overtiredness? What else will it lead to? Lordosis. Classic Yin and Yang symptoms, if you ask me. We've got a very exacerbated Yang, which they would call, in psychology, some people call overcompensation. So that's what Thomas Hanna would call the green light, go, go, go. Or avoidance, overcompensation versus avoidance, Yang versus Yin, out of balance. So what is healthy Yang, what is healthy Yin? Basically what we're looking at, if we look at it from a sociological perspective, is the dichotomy between the self and the other. Between agency, or sort of a strong sense of the individual, confidence, versus, on the other hand, communion, or collectivity, or trust. So I've got confidence on one hand, or trust. I can take in, I can receive the other. I've got space for that. Much more communal. Or, boom, I can stand strong. I can do my own thing. I can hold my own weight. So, here is Kyung-san. Kyung-san is from Korea. And she is going to help me explain or demonstrate the Yin and the Yang interactions. So let's start with a basic Yang towards Yang and Yin Yin. So we're both sort of mirroring each other. And just see how that looks and feels. So what we get with the Yin is we get really the Yang really pushing towards each other. Boom, a meeting of 2 firm energies. Myself, herself, boom, coming to meet each other. With the Yin, we're each giving space to the other. So there's a focus on the space now. Whereas here there's a focus on the self, and in a sense, two selves. Now we can reverse it. So she comes towards me. So yin on yang, the active and the passive. Now I'll get active, and she'll receive. So right now she's manifesting energy, and I'm giving her space to do that. Now I fill in from myself, the chest comes forward, she receives that. And we can do that a little faster. Okay. In class, in typical ballroom dancing, it's usually the man who's leading and the woman who's following. But in different types of dance, you have a constant exchange of these two energies. If you look in martial arts, there's a beautiful exchange of energies of giving, taking, receiving each other. Let's look now, if we were to do that from an emotional perspective, you probably already saw it resonate a little bit, anger and fear. So as I go towards the other, in anger, I'm manifesting the self with my own agency. And then it's her turn, she does that, and I'm giving that space. So there's a real difference. Are we choosing to do it or not? If she's over-dominating me, I don't have a choice to do this. I'm sort of the victim of this. But now I'm choosing this and I'm victimizing her. Or let's say that we're now choosing the yin. If I choose the yin, it's very different. I'm choosing to give the other person space. And I'm giving her basically space to manifest and to come towards me. You see this, I remember my mother actually doing this. Most mothers do, I think. When you stand back in that moment, you say, come on, and the little mother, tries to get the kid to walk towards the mother. You're literally giving that kid space to go. And manifest its yang and sort of come out of itself and have its own agency. And it's a moment where that kid really has that space to become proud of itself, to manifest its own confidence and build up its sense of venturing out into the world. And we do that when we give each other space. Chris Lofting, an I Ching specialist, talks about devotion and awe. It's like, here I give you the space and the devotion for you to come out and to shine and to be yourself. Yeah. So it's so important to give other people space, to talk, which I'm not doing right now. To give other people space to talk, so that other person has their moment to come forth with their own agency. And if I'm always putting out this way, if I'm always connecting my yang, you never have the sense, you never have the space to be yourself, to come out and to manifest yourself. Whether you speak or not, I still give you the sense to manifest. So, because we're two people here, we're obviously getting into relationship. We actually are in a relationship. This is my partner.